It's Celebrate Truth. I'm Robbie Davidson. We're back for another video. This time we're getting into the continued agenda of transgenderism. It is everywhere. If you look in movies, Hollywood, it seems like there is a massive push. There's been the recent amount of investigation, trans investigation, as some people would like to call it, into a lot of people, looking at Adam's apples, looking at finger indexes as far as middle finger. There's a bunch of stuff, whether it's hips, different things like this. And there's a lot of people that are masquerading themselves, in my opinion, that are transgendered, and it's kind of part of the entire agenda to get it more accepted, also to get men lusting after other men. The very fact that we see this in the Bible, this is, part of Satan's agenda. It's not just the fact of having it in our faces all the time. Also, the agenda is very subtle. So, how gratifying is it for Satan when he can get men unknowingly lusting for other men, not knowing it? But we're seeing a lot of evidence come forward now with a lot of different characters that have, whether they've come off as women, then they were in fact men. You're seeing this all throughout Hollywood. This is getting really serious. And again, it doesn't seem that many people are really standing up. I'm sure we can do videos, a lot of things, but this isn't a complete assault on creation. This is an assault on God's character when it comes to male and female as he created them. When it comes to the family unit, as far as mothers and fathers, it's one thing when all of a sudden there's a single parent family and child only has a mother or only has a father. But now when you're starting to say that fathers can be mothers and mothers can be fathers, this is crazy. This one, brand new from Dove. Now, Dove's been notorious for bringing out commercials and breaking down racial stereotypes, which is wonderful, which is great. And again, there's a lot of different things, whether it's body types when it comes to defining beauty for women. So Dove has been doing, a lot of great things overall, but this is where the subtlety comes into it when they start doing great things, humanitarian work, but then all of a sudden moving into the transgendered agenda. And this is what we're seeing time and time again. We're seeing infiltration on every front. We're seeing in sports. We're seeing now they're moving into girls, sport teams and, track and field. And, they're winning. And everyone's like, oh, this is wonderful. Oh, it's so great. You're so brave coming out. And it's like one by one, all these men are going to dominate all the women's teams. And I don't really see the feminists saying, wait a minute, this is not right. You see a couple here and there, but overall, there should be an outcry, when it comes down to fairness, when it comes to, sports for one thing. And I really think that if you have the majority of men competing in pretty much any sport that you know of, just watch the Olympics. Next time you watch the Olympics, and watch gymnastics, watch the women's gymnastics. Then afterwards, watch the men's gymnastics. That goes for pretty much any sport when it comes to being athletic. But again, everyone's equal. We have to have all this inclusion. But then now we have to have insanity where we're going to actually say, oh, you know what? Yeah, that man thinks he's a woman. Come on in. It's okay. Come on onto this girls only team. And yeah, sure enough, you can compete. And again, when it comes to solo sports, one by one, they're dominating with everything, whether it's track and field. Again, we have a major problem moving in, and no one seems to be stopping it. No one seems to be crying out and saying, this is garbage. But again, we have Dove, okay? We have Dove now moving into this, now redefining what a mother is. And again, this is really, really important because, again, this is taking away dignity. This is taking away the biological fact. And again, I'll just read here a bit, but this just in. Dove recently ran a commercial in which the transgendered mom is a baby's biological father who identifies as the mother. And you can see how this is moving in, right? Companies promoting liberal agendas, they're not new, right? Starbucks promoting gay marriage, hiring refugees, the various clothing outlets banning Trump's clothing lines. I can't say I'm surprised at this, but this is definitely a new low for companies. Promoting a mental disorder is absolute insanity. And if you ask any credible doctor or psychologist, they will tell you that transgenderism is in fact a mental disorder. And really, if you look back at even the DSM, not even that far back, it was definitely considered a mental disorder. Now, this is exactly what's going on. These are people that are troubled. They're sick. they definitely need help. They don't need to be congratulated. It's almost as insane as if you believe that you're hearing voices and the voices are telling you all sorts of nonsense for society to say that's wonderful, that's real, and all of this sort of thing. And all throughout time, we've always been helping, with the healing. And you can look into all the damage that this has been doing. But again, we're moving into absolute mental disorder, and let's congratulate it. Let's applaud it. Let's celebrate it. And this is continually what you see. But again, the entire gay agenda itself moved in, and now anything's permissible. It doesn't really matter what you believe, what you're attracted to, everything under the banner of love. And that's the most dangerous, because again, they're masquerading and saying, oh, it's love. It's love. Really, it's love to rip apart the entire definition historically of what a mother is, who a mother is, being a woman, not a man. Let's watch this Dove commercial, and we'll go from there.
Everybody has ideas about what it means to be a good mom, and most people feel like they have a license to tell you what they think it means to be a good mom.
Yeah, because it's biological, and you're a woman. That means a mom.
Right. I'm a first-time mom, and I'm just figuring it out as I go. Oftentimes, a grandma, uncles, great-grandmas, they want you to do it their way, but I have to be that woman that stands her ground.
Can I have your bucket so I can put some green?
What we do here is unconventional because he's at the barn with us all the time.
Hi, guys.
So they're starting with just women, talking about being mothers.
Showing him something unique.
Everybody out.
We are both his biological parents. You get people that are like, what do you mean you're the mom? We're like, yep, we're both going to be moms.
We're both going to be moms. There we go. Right? So we've got the father actually saying, no, I identify as a woman, therefore I'm the mother. No, I'm sorry, you're not. And again, you've got a mental disorder. You believe that you're a woman. You're a man. Look at you. You're a man. And anybody really is looking into this, honestly, it's one thing. Do you have the freedom to believe that? Sure. But why in the world is society? Why are we congratulating? Why are we accepting this? Why are we approving of this? And now moving towards actually re-identifying. Again, there should be, treatment. There should be help that these people are being given. But no, we are moving towards just embracing it, helping them, become a better woman. When in fact, this guy is a man. Dude, you're the father. You definitely are not the mother.
I live to be the best version of myself that I can be, and part of that is being her mom.
Who's that? Dada.
But I live to dance. I can do my art and not be any less of a mom.
I'm raising him on my own. I'm happy where I am. And I get to make my parenting decisions on my own.
이거 줘? 이거 달라고?
There's so many ways to be a mom. I don't think I could be the mom that I want to be without climbing in my life. It keeps me who I am and allows me to be a really good mom to Anna.
There's no one right way to do it all.
You are the only expert in your kid.
Believe in yourself. Believe in your ability as a woman. What you can do is what you can do.
Do it.
So there you go, right? Believe in yourself. Another again, satanic philosophy, believe in yourself. Follow your heart. Again, the Bible says, don't follow your heart, right? It's deceitful above all things, Jeremiah. Again, we're seeing a constant bombardment of the entire satanic agenda. And again, Aleister Crowley, way back, was talking about re-identifying it and accepting and embracing, all forms of sexuality. But again, it started off as the sexual revolution, right? This is what we saw. And everyone's like, oh, it's free love and sex and drugs and rock and roll. And, it's no big deal, right? The hippie movement and stuff. Then it moved in. Then we got into the whole homosexual thing where it was embrace of men and women and stuff. Now we're moving into a very interesting time where you really don't see much of it anymore. I mean, it's just normal now, you see a homosexual, in every single TV show. Try to think of a TV show that you've watched in the last couple of years, and I'm talking mainstream television show, that didn't have a gay couple in it. I mean, it's everywhere you look. They have to actually push it in there because they're going to get in trouble if they don't. Sorry, but I really don't see any religions identified. I don't see a Christian couple in there. There's a lot of people out there, I'm sure, that aren't represented. But again, you see this constant small, very, very small minority with such massive power, redefining everything that we see, moving into the transgendered, which is one of the smallest fractions of a fraction of a percent of a group of people that seem to have the most power I've ever seen. They can redefine washrooms, they can redefine gender roles, they can redefine, now we're getting into redefining what a male and what a female is. It's not good enough just to say, hey, I want to dress like a woman, I'm a man, or I'm a man and I want to dress like a woman. No, I'm a man, I believe I'm a woman, therefore I'm a woman. Insanity, mental illness, I totally 100% agree. And again, we need to stop embracing and accepting this. We need to stand for this just like that. And again, this is saying boycott Dove, man. Don't be buying Dove. Don't let them know, maybe if anything, I mean, if you have Dove soap right now, just put it down the drain, just wash it out, because this is really disgusting stuff. And again, we can make our voice known when it comes to the bottom line, especially with corporations. So it's one thing when you're getting into Hollywood, but again, that's another thing, right? If you're going to the movies and you're supporting all these movies, again, you're just making it, a lot stronger for them to continue doing these things. But I'm telling you right now, we can make a mark by having your voice heard and saying, no, stop buying Dove, look at the company, and say, no, it's one thing, if you're a person, you identify, you believe in certain things. But if you honestly are okay with this, I guess, keep buying soap, your Dove soap or whatever, your Dove products. But I'm for one, am completely disgusted by them basically now redefining everything and saying, no, it doesn't matter. It's what you make it. I'm a man. I believe I'm a woman. Therefore, I'm a mother. I'm going to be a great mother. And we just sit there and go, oh, that's so beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. That man believes he's a woman. And I'm just going to call him by her name and them and they. And excuse me, what gender are you? Oh, I'm not even a gender at all. I'm an it. Oh, I'm a blank. I don't want to even be redefined. Again, these are people mentally challenged. Let's call it for what it is. They are not well. Just like a person that believes they're a dog. I'm sorry. If you're watching this video right now and you say, yes, then therefore they're a dog, please unsubscribe. Leave, if you don't like what I'm saying and it's making you angry. Because again, this is for the people that at least at this point of this complete agenda, this incredible assault that is taking place, you're still at the point that if you believe with all your might that you're a greyhound dog, no matter how much you believe it, you can never make it true. If you're one of those people that actually say, no, there is no possible way you can become a greyhound dog if you are a human, then please look into these things, fight the system, make your voice known with your pocketbook, stop supporting companies that completely shove this crap down your throat and tell you stuff that is completely not true. It is not true by any standard. And if someone is going to say it's true rather than just feelings, I feel, therefore I am, this is not basis for reality. We at Celebrate Truth, all of us that are here that enjoy this channel, are big on exposing the world's lies and celebrating truth. And there's many ways, shapes, and forms that comes. But one, let's celebrate the truth, the fact that biologically there are males and there are females. That identifies and is part and the staple of society. It's a bedrock, everything when it comes down to the family unit. And there is a reason that Aleister Crowley, when he was laying out the entire agenda, when you get into Hay with the homosexual agenda way back and how he knew that this was going to infiltrate society, he said that the family was public enemy number one, the church was second, but he identified the family being the first thing that had to be torn down. It had to be, all these things had to be torn down, but the family unit, we had to completely redefine it. We had to pervert it, change it, twist it, make anything acceptable for society. And this is what we're seeing. This is what we're seeing. What are we going to see in like 5 to 10 years from now? I'm not sure, but it's getting so incredibly ridiculous and crazy. And it's almost sad that most of the world are just embracing this and saying, oh, this is so beautiful. Look at that man. What an amazing mother he, she, it, they, I don't even know what to say is, but it's under love. So therefore it's true. Come on, guys. Let's really, really stop, supporting these things. Keep exposing the world's lies. Celebrate truth. Blessings. Till next time.